Hi there, and welcome to this series called Discerning the Priesthood Explained. My name is Father Michael Pratt, a priest of the Diocese of Tulsa in Oklahoma, and welcome to this series. I'm very excited about this project. I just remember as a young man, I was in high school, I was involved with my faith, I loved adoration, I loved going to confession, I was learning things left and right about our faith, and the idea of being a priest was coming up, and I had no clue what to do with it. I just didn't know who to talk to about it, what the discernment process looks like, does it cost anything, will I ever get to see my mom again, what is the seminary, what is all this, so why do I wear black all the time? Anyway, there was a lot of questions I had, and I did not have a clue where to turn. I've been doing vocations work for about 6 years now, talking to young men thinking about the priesthood pretty much every day, and they're in the same boat, right? It's just not self-evident how you are to discern the priesthood. We know as Catholics we are to discern our vocation. We know we are called, we are to discern that call. But how does that happen, and what does that look like? That is the main focus of this series, is we're going to look at discerning the priesthood explained. You're welcome, by the way. This series is going to be the nuts and bolts of the whole thing. We're going to go over common temptations when you're discerning the priesthood, common challenges, what this process looks like, about how long it takes, can you discern out, what is the seminary, how much does it cost, all those questions. Do you get to speak English? Do you just wear robes all the time? All those questions pertaining to discerning the priesthood. How sure do I need to know before I get ordained, before I join the seminary, before I should take another step? All those questions we're going to go out just right after it in this series. Again, it's a project I'm very excited for, and we just want to give you a snapshot of what this process looks like. Discernment can be foggy. It can be frustrating, and we can have no clue where to turn. What we want to do is just lay it out and let you see it, perhaps for the very first time, and just see the whole, and then you can start moving and navigating accordingly. But we at least just want to get the confines and lay it out for you so that you are able to see it. The truth sets us free. Okay, most of the material in this, and in fact all of it, applies directly to those in the Diocese of Tulsa. However, the methods, the challenges, 95% of all the material here is going to apply to every diocese in the United States. It's all going to be very similar. There are going to be some variances, particularly regarding policies or how a diocese handles this or that, but 99% or 90 to 95% of the material here is going to apply to all dioceses across the U.S., and where there is a difference, I'll be sure to let you know. In that case, what you want to do is, if you want to know the difference there, you just want to reach out to your vocation director. Every diocese has one guy set apart that is called the director of the vocations office, or sometimes called the vocations director, or the vocation director, or the director of vocations, etc. All signify the same thing, and that is the one guy in that diocese or religious order who is set apart to accompany young men considering the priesthood. He provides discernment opportunities, he provides resources, he hears their story, he listens to them, and he accompanies them along this discernment path so they don't have to do this alone. And so, your diocese has a vocation director, definitely. All you got to do to find that is very easy. Type in Google the name of your diocese and vocations, Tulsa vocations, or Wichita vocations, San Antonio vocations. And chances are it's going to come right up. With a little poking around, you can find exactly who he is and how to contact him. He is your point guy. He's the guy you want to reach out to if you want to, after listening to this, if you want to take more steps, if you want to learn more. He is your guy in your diocese. If you're in the Diocese of Tulsa, Tulsa Vocations, Google it. Our guy will come up and you'll be off and running. A word about the order of this series. It's intentional. These are not random bits of information just sprayed out there. The very order of it walks through the discernment path itself. So we'll talk about what it's like at the very beginning, struggles, jumping into discernment opportunities to learn more about the priesthood, the application process to become a seminarian, what that looks like, jumping into the seminary, the different stages of seminary formation, discerning out, ordination, the whole thing from beginning to end is the order of this series. And so, as you listen to it or watch it, just know that this follows the discernment path that every discerner will take in some form or fashion. There's going to be little variances here and there. But there is a method to my madness, and the order here does follow the very journey of discernment as someone realizes or discerns a call to the priesthood. Okay, that's enough for now. I am very excited about this project, and please know I am praying for you. You can do great things for God. Definitely, it is in you. And here we go. Let's jump right in to this series on Discerning the Priesthood Explained.